Welcome to Earth. Happy 4th of July, you bitches. Or, should I say, Happy Independence Day. Look at that. Earth, take a look. Might not be here forever. Independence Day. It's a 1996 epic world conquering action movie directed by Ronald Emmerich and written by Dean Devlin. And it stars fucking everybody in this son of a bitch. Will Smith, Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum, Judd Hirsch, Randy Quaid. Before he went crazy. Or was he already crazy? We won't know. Brett Spiner, Adam Baldwin, man. Robert Loggia. And it's just packed to the brim with fucking people. So, basically, aliens invade. And we're just looking at different perspectives of people. So you have Will Smith in the Air Force, Jeff Goldblum's a cable guy, and Bill Pullman's the president. And eventually everything intertwines to where the three of them meet at Area 51. And yeah, I really like this movie. I see a lot of the flaws in this movie. Okay, so I'm younger, so growing up, this movie was raw, like perfect for me, like right where I liked it. I really enjoy this movie, and like I said, I see the problems. And what's sad is with a lot of the problems I have is the team, Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin, they didn't learn, and those problems carried over to Godzilla. My biggest problem is there's a shit ton of characters, and we don't need this many characters, in all honesty. But how everything works out at, like intertwining the characters and shit, I'm fine with. And I do really, I do like this movie. It's fun. So yeah, like I said, aliens attack. There's a lot of people that don't know if the aliens are bad or not, and then all the aliens go all over the world, and they hit everything at once. Certain places and capitals and whatnot all at once. And the biggest takeaway is that shot where they blow up the White House. And with everything being practical, it's just, this is a feast for the eyes. This, like, special effects wise, is really badass. And where to begin? No, I'm kidding. So yeah, so they take everything out, and then Jeff Goldblum meets with his ex-wife, Mary McDowell, and she is press secretary to the president. And so that's what gets him there. And then Will Smith is, fighting all the ships and shit, and him and Harry Connick Jr., R.I.P. Harry Connick Jr. doesn't make it in this movie. They crash, and Will Smith punches one of the aliens and says, "Welcome to Earth." Then he drags it in the desert, and he meets Randy Quaid. And they give him a lift to Area 51. So Randy Quaid is a crop farmer, and basically him and his kids, and they just kind of move around, and because they don't know really what to do, and he's kind of a drunk lowlife. Playing one before he became one, I guess. And he claims he's been abducted, and doesn't work out, and so they're bouncing around, and then they make it to Area 51, and just like Jeff Goldblum and them make it to Area 51, and all the characters kind of link up. And so my favorite scene is with the alien that Will Smith grabbed. Brett Spiner, who's a kooky doctor, wants to do an autopsy on it. And they're doing the autopsy and shit. And then he wakes up. And then you find out the alien it's actually an exosuit for the alien, and he wakes up and throws Brett Spiner on the glass. It's like, "Release me." And Bill Pullman's like, "What about peace?" "No peace." That shit's dope, and he gives them psychic visions or telepathic communications, and Bill Pullman can't take it, and he's, on the ground screaming. And Robert Loggia has one of my favorite lines where he goes to Adam Baldwin, "Is that glass bulletproof?" And Adam Baldwin's response is my favorite, just, "No, sir, it is not." And they all this Secret Service guys stand up and they just unload on this fucking alien. The alien flies back and Adam Baldwin shoots it in the head. And then that's when Bill Pullman's like, oh shit, man. They have a force field around their ship and they go to every planet, take the resources, and destroy the planet. Like, if we don't come together and attack them, we're fucked. And Bill Pullman realizes, oh, if I give them a cold, and I break down their, give them a virus, their shields will go down, then we can hit them hard. And that's what happens. So they take the old ship that crashed in Roswell, they load it up, they put the tech, Will Smith is the pilot, and pew, they go to the mothership. And right before that, they get married, or Will Smith has a stripper girlfriend, and they get married. And I do like this scene because it just shows that Jeff Goldblum and him become friends right then and there, and they're the witnesses. And him and Jeff Goldblum and his wife rekindle, like they're holding hands, where Will Smith, it mirrors when Will Smith and his girlfriend are given the vows and shit, and it's, I don't know, it's a nice little scene. And so it accumulates. They're on the mothership. The president is like, yo, I'm suiting up. I was in fucking Vietnam. Let's do this shit. Clink, clink. Let's go. Obviously, they wouldn't let the president in a fucking ship, but this is fucking for America, man. In America, the president steps up and is about to kick some alien ass. That's what the American dream wanted, man. That's what the forefathers wanted. Hell yeah. So he gets in a plane and they're all shooting and shit, and they need all the pilots they can get in. Randy Quaid's there, so he volunteers, and they upload the virus, Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum. So the virus hits, the shield goes down, and this epic dogfight happens. CGI is a little spotty here and there, but it is enjoyable. Dogfight happens, and they realize when the gates open where the beam is about to shoot, that's the weakness. That's a hole in the Death Star we can hit. And they're all out of rockets except Randy Quaid. Randy Quaid goes, and he presses it, but clink, 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 the rocket's stuck on the plane, and they're like, oh shit, we're fucked. And Randy Quaid's like, I got it. He's like, put me on the line to my boy. And his son's in there, and Adam Baldwin gives him like the radio. He's like, I love you. And he flies up into, which is an epic shot. Like, visually it is cool with Randy Quaid there, and he does unmasking, like, for my generation, up yours. And he blows himself up, and it's cool. Just America blows it up, ship blows up, ship falls down, giant explosions, awesome. Then Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith, they realize they might not be able to get out, that they're just might have to be there till the bomb blows up. But they're snaking through, they get out, they leave a bomb up in the mothership, it blows up, they leave, they crash in the desert, and they find them. And the beginning of the film, Will Smith promises his stepson fireworks. Like, hey buddy, later, we're busy right now. And then he's there, and he says, told you, I'll get you some fireworks, son. And all the characters hug, and just bald eagles are flying everywhere. Thomas Jefferson's in the sky, and a tear runs down his face. I'm kidding. But no, it ends with all the characters, like fucking Return of the Jedi are there, and they're like, yay, and dancing and shit. And that's how it ends. Independence Day. Yeah, I just wanted to run through that whole movie, and I like it for what it is. It's fun. I have like a special sweet tooth for those big celebrity-filled, character-filled action movies or disaster movies. And Independence Day fills that for me, man. I love it. That's all I got. Happy 4th of July.